Welcome back to part 2 of this series. In the last video, we discussed parabolically how a sheep is comparable to the traits of humans, as well as a good shepherd being compared with God, and a bad shepherd being compared with this world, and determining which herd you belong to. Humans are quite parallel to sheep, being that not only do sheep have a hard time resting, actually refusing to lay down unless they are rid of all fear. I can speak for myself when I say that during the tougher seasons of my life, when I am fearful, stressed, worried, or confused, I have a hard time feeling secure and safe. I have a hard time knowing things will be okay and I don't understand. I simply cannot rest, and my actions often reflect in panic and pathetic attempts to try to alter my reality to fit more to my will and comfortability. This is, of course, if I belong to the herd of a neglectful shepherd. You see, sheep, believe it or not, are like this too. They simply cannot lay down and rest unless they are free from all conflict from other sheep, free from fleas and parasites, fed properly, and free from tension and aggravation. A flock that is restless, disturbed, and agitated will never flourish. Not to mention, if one sheep is in blind fear, running wild in search for safety, the rest will also blindly follow in that same fear, without even being sure of what exactly they are afraid of. It is only when sheep are under the care and protection of a shepherd who provides for these needs, who will rest and therefore flourish. As children of God during these times of fiery trials, stress, and worry, we don't run in fear any longer, for we know that we can rest knowing that everything happening to us is not only God's will, but also for our benefit. Belonging to the Good Shepherd, we are able to rest and be put at ease knowing He is there to protect us. Speaking of aggravations that refuse to let a sheep lay down and rest within the flock, is known as the strive for life. We all do it, don't we? Haven't we all wanted to get to the top, establish a name for ourselves and be successful among others? Show off what we worked for and strain continuously in vain for the simple fact that we want to be top dog? Many animals are like this. It is similar to a pecking order. However, with sheep, it is called a butting order. A sheep cannot rest when there is friction in the flock, and the demands among them all for status and dominance. The weaker sheep gets butted out, and the more aggressive dominant sheep becomes more or less a leader of the herd. There is a constant jealousy, rivalry, and striving to be ahead, to be top dog, to be respected, to be acknowledged, but the moment the shepherd walks along the flock, the rivalries between the sheep are forgotten, for the presence of the Good Shepherd makes an extreme difference in sheep behavior, and the absence of a bad shepherd continues these rivalries. Scripture tells us that it is not many noble whom are called, but the base things of this world, those who are despised hath God chosen. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 26 through 28. We can learn a valuable lesson that without a good shepherd's presence, we will continue in our jealousy, in our striving for material success and superficial status, and kill ourselves or others over it, all for vanity. Being in the herd of a good shepherd, we not only rest during the times of trial and the testing of our faith because we know we are provided for, but we also rest knowing that the things of this world are not important to God. And we don't need to strive for such worldly delicacies, but rather rest in His will and conform to Christ's likeness.